play.
Welcome viewers to another episode of Let's Play Sacred with me, Bezlonir. Oh man, so we have warped. We must have taken a Super Mario warp pipe, put some good old-fashioned drugs in there, smoked them up, and then we said, I have no idea how I got here, my god! But, here we are. Point being, we are just outside of Bravesbury. I decided that's what we do today. Do some of those quests. Got something to do with a witch. Get that witch. Except he wants her. He wants to bone her. He doesn't want us to kill her. So, I guess that's a nice change of pace. I'm glad I guess she looks better than some of your classic movie witches, because that'd be pretty weird, like, boning some of those witches. Like, wasn't there a witch in, like, I don't want to say Army of Darkness, but one of those movies, the only thing I can think of is Bruce Campbell, but that's not the name of the director or anything, but there was, like, nasty-ass witch in there, man. Ooh, you wouldn't want to bone her. Man, I was like on the doorstep of just deciding to not do this LP anymore for a while. I haven't recorded any episodes for this in like 4 weeks, which doesn't help because I'm kind of out of practice for this. I was just doing other things. Like, I recorded a bunch of episodes when I was on vacation, so I had to catch up uploading them, and it's been like a week and a half. I've just been feeling crappy. Like, today I slept all day and all night yesterday, as it were, and woke up this morning. I was like, well,
it's an honor.
I don't have anything to upload other than, well, as I should. I have a bunch of Heroes of Might and Magic videos to convert, and I can upload those, but, you know, I'm out of sacred videos to upload. So I was like, well, I'll record something. And I'm sure, now that I think about it, I'm like, oh man, like, when I listen back to this, it's, oh, Poltergeist! Fucking Doors in this game, man. The Doors, fucking Jim Morrison, troll guy, you know, like how he got to be like an asshole in the movie The Doors. Why can't I pick that up? That's what I need to do right now, is pick that up. You know what it is? It's these fucking NPCs. Useless ass NPCs in this game. What they do is just get in the way. And I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a guy inside there you get a quest from, right? Oh, you know what? I may be thinking of another city, because when you get to the point of like the buildings and stuff, they all look the same. I'm not being civic-esque. Wait. What? Civicist? Cityist? They all look the same. Dr. Albert Mundane. Well, there are a few nods and winks in this game, so this guy, I don't know what goes on with him. I guess, like, he wants you to find his daughter. I've never found his daughter. The only reason why these, like, things even register to me is because I happen to have been in these areas so many times. There's so many quests in this game, like, if you can't figure out how to complete one, at some point it's just like, whatever, man. Like, they're all the freaking same. Like, the only question is whether or not they give you,
I'll take on your job.
the only question is whether or not they give you, a rune. You know, that's one thing that they're good for, and that's about it. You may find some of them fun, but I'm pretty sure by the time you've been playing this game for like a couple hundred hours, you're probably sick of the quests. Speaking of which, I was just curious, how long have I been playing this character? Oh, 33 hours, that's it. I think my vampire's on, like, 60 hours. Yeah, I was totally trying to shoot this guy. What's my regen on this? 2.4. Oh, that's not awful. God, I must sound so drained and enervated. I don't know if it's allergies or a cold. I suspect perhaps both. But, oh man. Because there's no energy, but I gotta record something. I want to do it. I want to do it good. But, I've been sitting here drinking coffee, but I'm still half out of it. Because, the problem is, I've been using Dayquil. I've been using Dayquil, man! What do you know, man? Oh, I've been using Dayquil. Oh, you ever sucked a dick for Dayquil? Oh, man, that's not even my first dick-sucking joke. Apparently, I'm really infatuated with the idea of sucking dicks. This reminds me, I was out with a friend the other day. We were talking about, well, it was a few weeks ago, and we were talking about whether, like, if we would be ambivalent towards the prospect of having sex with a dude in theory, but then would we actually have the cojones to actually fuck a dude? It's like I don't care. I'm not really that homophobic, I don't think. So, like, because it got brought to mind because I knew somebody who was like, he told me, oh, back in the day, he used to get together with his friends, and they would titter and ponder whether or not they would, how much money it would take or something like that for them to have sex with how much money would it take for them to let a dude blow them? And I was like, what? How much money do you need to let a dude blow you? Like, what are we talking about here? I'm like, this perplexed you? I'm like, this is a pretty easy question for me. Because the question isn't really a question of how much money. It's just, is everybody going to know about this? If everybody's not going to know about this, well, it is a BJ. Oh, man. I say that, but I can already put the lie to that because, well, there's this little story. Back when I was like 23, oh man, this LP episode is going to some weird places now. Oh, it's going to some weird places. So when I was 23, I was living in California, in the San Diego area. Let me take a sip of coffee here. A sip. Does one sip coffee? Well, it's not a good idea to chug it. So, I was 23, I was living in the San Diego area, and I went to the Chula Vista Mall one day, which is an outdoor mall. And I did my shopping. I'm pretty sure I went to, like, Software, etc. back when that was basically what you did when you went to the mall. You went to Software, etc. I don't even know if they're around anymore. I don't think they're relevant. But anyway, for the purposes of this story, that is neither here nor there. It's only that I went to this outdoor mall, and I did my shopping, and when I left, I was leaving, getting right around the edge of the parking lot. Then this like 40-year-old dude stopped me. He was like, "Hey man, those are some nice pants you're wearing there." And I was like, "Oh yeah, thanks man." He's like, what kind of pants are those?" And I was like, "Well, they're like cotton, you know." They were like jumpsuit pants, because, you know, that was like, I used to wear like that kind of stuff, like hip hop, you know, like either Sean John or some Echo or something. I think, I don't remember very well. I think I looked silly and all that shit, but you know, what are you gonna do when you're a kid? You play around, you experiment with things, as it were, which is a funny thing to say when I'm talking about homoerotica. But, you know. Yeah, anyway, so moving on with the story, he's like, man, those are some nice pants that you have there. And I'm like, oh, well, thanks, you know. And he's like, so where'd you get those pants? And I'm like, well, I got them at the other mall, you know. They have stores there, and they sell pants, you know. If you want some pants, I highly recommend going to the store. And he's like, well, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about here, but I just wanted to see if you wanted to go out and get a beer sometime. And I was like, I don't know, man, not really. He's like, well, let me fill you in on what I'm talking about here. He's like, I'm gay, and I'm asking if you want to go out. And I'm like, that's all right. I'm not gay. I'm not really interested. He's like, well, that's okay. Sometimes a BJ is just a BJ. And I was like, whoa, I had to back away. So, yes, the purpose of this story was that I was just saying that, you know, that it shouldn't matter, you know, a BJ would just be a BJ, but I actually have personal experience of this that personally, and nobody would have known if I got a blowjob from this 40-year-old dude, but I don't know, who knows if it would have been an attractive, suave, 20-something dude, perhaps I would have taken him up on his blowjob offer. But probably not, because the point of the matter is that, you know, oh my god. I know that my channel has occasionally, well, often strayed out of the territory of the G rating, but the rating that it is now edging into, well, I'm not describing any sex acts graphically, right? But this is definitely adult content. So, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to start labeling my video, like, somebody's gonna make me start labeling my videos, like, mature audiences only. Oh, God. He was talking about blowjobs. I came in and my son was watching this video, and this man was talking about male-on-male blowjobs. His precious mind was warped forever. Oh, man. Male-on-male blowjobs. That's gonna be the title of this video. People are gonna be like, Super Mario pipes and male-on-male blowjobs. Dear me. I don't even know. How far are we even into that? God, we've only been going like 10 minutes, and I've already described... I've already told multiple stories about male-on-male blowjobs, and referenced Super Mario pipes, getting high on drugs. I'm like a really, really poor man's Dave Chappelle that's not funny or black. Or popular. Or, okay, I'm not really like Dave Chappelle at all. I just like Dave Chappelle, and it would be really awesome if... But, you know, I listened to myself before, and I actually thought, I don't know. This was back when I was doing the Rings of Power, LP, and I would listen to some of my videos, and I actually... Because, I mean, you really don't know what you sound like, in a way. So then, until you, like, listen to yourself, and I guess anybody who didn't do something like an LP would never get this opportunity. But, so I was listening to myself, and I was like, I actually kind of felt like I sounded a little bit like Bill Hicks. And, if you don't know who Bill Hicks is, I'm sorry. He's, one of the best comedians ever. Unfortunately, he's dead. But, he's just a genius. He was a genius. But, it's just a function of, I think he was from Texas. I'm from Colorado, so I guess there's some similarity there. And my dad, not really, I'm sure a linguist would be going nuts. And my dad was from Georgia, so that informs my speech a little bit. But I thought I sounded somewhat like that. And So we brought his bitch back. I'm sorry, his witch. Once again, some funkiness with the way that this game, like, does things on top of things. There was, like, I gotta get my unicorn back. I have to do that. He keeps disappearing. I think, I'm not sure. Let's see if we got all our books yet. Because these Sakara priests are supposed to drop books. I think that's all the quests we have for over here, which took us about 10 minutes. Yeah, I didn't expect it to take that long anyway, so... let's see something here. It's kind of hard to keep track of. The the quest tracker isn't great here. I've noticed this before, though. This is weird. Yeah, we did not complete it. So, the weird thing about this... I think I get it. Okay. That's Athanan. That's Athanan. So what the deal is here, you have to get these books from Sakara priests, but you can't get them from just any Sakara priest. Of course, no. This is the game trolling you. You have to get them from the female Sakara priests. Oh, you know, the ones that I have often complained about as having the most horrible, blood-curdling voices in the fucking universe. So that means that you are forced, in order to complete this quest, to... Not only are you forced to kill them, which means you have to listen to their death rattle, which is the most awful fucking thing in the universe, but unless the female ones happen to populate the area, instead of just you're running into all the male ones, then you won't get the books. That might be the case, but I've noticed in the past, like, I couldn't get the quest done, and then I'd be halfway across the map, and for some reason... Jeez. Of course, we ran into the experience statue after I'd accidentally chugged a potion of the mentor. Well, if I had any fear that the magic would be lost, the magic of Bezlonir Let's Plays, I guess that fear is allayed. Because when I was running over to Bravesbury to get ready to do this episode of the LP, I was thinking, you know, I was just struggling with the controls once again, and I was just thinking, you know, do I really want to do this? Do I really want to continue this LP? You know, I kind of finished gold on my vampire, and this is the real reason I haven't recorded an LP for this in a while. I just kind of got burned out after I started platinum with my vampire, because I just started feeling like there's really nothing different to see. There's nothing, the mobs do more damage and they have more health when you get to a new difficulty, and besides that, there's not really much difference. There isn't a really good reward system here. So let me see. I could pick up the quest here, but we've already done Brave Rock Castle. I did have some idea of what I was going to do before, but I think I forgot. No, I don't think that thing's over here. Unfortunately, I did some exploring on another character, and I found some things, but I don't remember where they were at this juncture. That thing may actually be over here. There's a Pac-Man dungeon, and I had heard about it, and I was just exploring on my vampire, and I happened to find it. So I think I'll probably include that in our silver run-through on this LP, but oh man, I am just, look at this frame rate. I know that you can probably tell. It's just damned awful.
You can be sure you'll not have to wait long for this job to be complete.
Okay, so we didn't do this girl's little bunny quest, right? So we'll do the bunny quest. Why not? The bunny quest. It's a really easy quest. I was watching my own video and I passed right by this little girl many times, and I had to I wound up adding an annotation. I was just like, yep, look, there's a little girl. I passed her like many times, but it's just it's a question of contrast when you're playing. If that little question exclamation mark thing that advertises a quest you can grab shows up over a lighter background, it can be a little hard to see. Speaking of things that are hard to see, this thing is kind of hard to see, but if you press tab, the freaking blue flag shows up on your map, so I mean, that sort of alleviates the hardness of it. Yeah, I was thinking of putting this LP on pause since I'm out of videos and I kind of was not feeling the game too much anymore, and starting an LP for Sacred 2, but I guess I sort of thought about it and I'm like, well, I kind of like the places that my commentary kind of gets to in here, so maybe I should just keep it up. So I really need to like map out the things that I want to do. I had thought about it before, but it's been a little while since I really thought about it. So why don't I just talk about this while I do some vendor visiting. What do we have here? I haven't been liking some of the set pieces that they've given me for my Wood Elf too much. You know, there's too many times that there's no regen special move on it, which is like the thing that you need so badly. Okay, transformation and constitution. Those are not useful things. This thing has Companion of the Woods, which is like whatever. Agility is alright. It's just like, it doesn't even have, like, concentration would be useful. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. It's just crap. I did pump a lot of points into trading, didn't I? So, that's something I can do. God, listen to how much energy is in my voice. It's amazing. I'm just really knocking it out of the park, aren't I? I guess we'll just use that. I have a portal rune in my inventory for some reason. Keep in mind, I'm still only like half awake. I'm trying to record a video. I'm half asleep, half awake, caffeinated, aggravated, calculated, premeditated, and I ran out of rhymes. What a surprise! Yeah, so I guess we're just gonna call it we're just gonna call it a 20-minute video. I'm gonna stop it here, and I'm gonna go have a smoke. So, and I gotta stop scratching my head because I realized it makes a really weird noise when I do that. So, sorry. Yeah, so this is Bezlonir signing out of another episode of Let's Play Sacred for the PC. Thanks for joining me, viewers, and I'll see you next time. Can't wait!